Hello everybody, Thorgal here. Welcome back to another episode of Mob Smasher Industries. I am down here underneath the Embers temple because it looks like this ember boar keeps breaking on me. I don't know what to do. I did get in contact with the mod maker yesterday and explained to me that apparently it's a known issue, and in one of the future updates, this chunk-based ember system will be removed. So as far as I understand this, you simply just need to place it here and it will keep pumping. Okay, it doesn't matter, because when you guys check the gauge, this is still full. And every time I log out, oops, I didn't put this one back enough. I wonder if that causes an issue. I did have this one running over here. Let's move it back just to make sure that that's not another problem. But anyway, so after last episode, next time I logged in, this one just didn't move anymore, right? I moved it up, I moved it down. Of course, once you have it on the ground sitting like this, you can tell if the teeth are moving or not, right? But I had just let it go for a while, and I didn't use any of the charcoal. I didn't get any of the embers to go into a chest. And then, of course, I knew it doesn't work either. So let's put this one here and set this back up. And it's okay because we don't really need that many more shards. I still have a bunch upstairs, and I just move it to another chunk. And then I'm kind of convinced. Oops, I need this guy first. That this works until I log out. Okay. And I did have these chunks even chunk loaded with FTB utilities, and it didn't make any difference. And then I tried it with unloaded chunks and whatnot. So let's put this back here. Maybe it will kick in, but I doubt it. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, so that means now I'm gonna have to, I don't know, I might just, go use this chunk, then this chunk, even though there's some lava here, and then this one and so on. So we're gonna have enough ember. It's not the problem. It's just a pain in the butt that I need to keep moving this thing. Even though, this is a beautiful chunk right here. It has so much, and this one here just has slightly less. And so on, all the ones around. So I'm going to be able to get enough of them, but I just wanted to point this out that if this happens to you, it is a known issue, and hopefully it will be fixed soon. Alright, let's go up here. The long walk of the stairs. Today, we are going to... I already rearranged the upstairs. Hopefully you guys don't get dizzy me walking up here. Because I wanted to be ready for setting up the splitters, right? That was the whole reason why we did the Dawnstone stuff last time. But, you guys see I have some other stuff prepared right here. Over here I have it, just changed the setup a little bit. Because I got tired of having to run around the pipes and so on. So now I can walk in here, I can reach everything, I can hop over this pipe and so on. So it's a lot cleaner, right? And I kept it the same way. Okay, there's still the two melters. They have two different exits, and I'm going to place the levers now. I left them off just so you guys can see it. And then depending on which one, see how nicer this is? That means if I want to mix it, I turn these two on. If I want to just directly go into the stamping, I can just turn that on. Now, I hope that when I turn this on, it doesn't try to pump into this one and vice versa. But that's something I'm just going to have to test here. Once everything is set up and I got the receiver, oh, it's called receptor. The receptor's down there on top here and there, and everything else is the same, right? So, over here, I set up, and I should probably show you guys this. I made a crystal cell, all right? That's what we needed. Dawnstone plates and also Dawnstone block. By the way, if you check the recipe for this, the plates recipe, you can use this Tinker Hammer from Embers, but it takes 4 Dawnstone ingots to make 1. If you use the plate thing right here, the plate stamp, you get 1 for 1. So 1 ingot makes you 1 plate. So I made sure that I made a couple of these plates to make all this stuff, and then now we're gonna set it up so I have everything available again. Let's put this away just a second. Okay, so I made this crystal cell right here, which is a big battery. Okay, and I'm just going to place that up here on a mechanical core. Just like that. And it looks pretty cool. I just wanted it off the ground like this. And we can make this bigger. Okay, I wanted to show you guys how that's going to work. Let me get one of these. Let's put that right here in the front. I think I can place it right there, right? No? Okay, then let's place it right here. Yes. You guys see this can hold 64,000. If I am not mistaken, one of these copper cells here, which I made 2 more, and you'll see in a minute why. What did that hold? 24,000? Yes. So it holds considerably more by itself, and it can grow. What we can do is, you can put a hopper, for example, on the side. And let me just demonstrate this here. Let's make it one bigger. I'm going to put a hopper here, and I'm going to get one of each. You guys see, I need to move the ember boar here before we can actually continue doing stuff. So, we have right now 64,000. If I put a small shard in here. And... oh, do I need to put that on the bottom? Into here. Let's see. Yes. It went from 64,000 to 79,000. Okay. So that means 15,000 for a small shard. And now let's see the big one. 169,000. That means it went up 90,000? I think. Wow, math bad. But you guys see, you can really make this very large. I don't think I'm going to make it bigger than this. I don't think it's really needed. I'm going to leave the hopper here just in case I do want to. Because it's quite possible that, you know, I'm going to move the ember boar. I think I'm going to do that right now before we continue, guys. And I'm going to tie these here together real quick. Alright, while I wait for this battery over here to charge up and everything, I wanted to show you guys a problem. Well, it's not really a problem, but I made 3 of these beam splitters, right? And I wanted to explain to you how they work. You put on a beam splitter, and then on top of it, you need to put a ember receptor, just like that. Okay? And then, for example, I can have 2 other receptors, one right here and one right there, whatever. How it works is that with the hammer, and I don't want to, well, actually, this one is off. Okay, so I would tie this one to this emitter right there. Okay, shift right click on the receptor and only right click on this. If I turn this on now, it will give me ember over here. And then these 2 copper nipples that are sticking out right there, they act like emitters. So I can then shift right click a receptor here and go to that, and shift right click on the receptor here to that. So I get 1 and I split it into 2, right? So of course what you can also do is then simply put another splitter right here, for example, right? And then put the receptor on top again, and put another receptor over here. And then of course I can go from this receptor to this emitter. So it comes here, splits it up to there, and splits it up to there. And then on this one, I can again split it up from here to somewhere and from here to somewhere. So this works, and it's okay. But the problem is, guys, when you check right here, what should go up? It goes up by 30. Every time one of these guys here sends something, it comes by 30. I think the max is 40. If we shoot this out from right here, okay? But I think that is the max you can get. 40 embers per pulse every time one of these sparks comes over, right? But the problem is this one splits it equally, all right? So I get 40 to come here. 20 will go over here, and 20 will go over here. Well, then this one here only gets 20, and we'll split it up. 10 going here, 10 going there. Now imagine you have another one. You only get 10, and you split it into 5 and 5. So that means if you use these to go down the line and try to feed multiple machines, the first one gets a good amount, 20. But the last machine right here can get nothing, because I know I played around with that in single player, in a test world, and it came out that some machines didn't get anything in the end because it couldn't split it anymore. I guess there's a minimum. So I am not a big fan of these right here, okay? But you guys see I have copper cells here. And how we're going to handle this now is actually with copper cells. So right over here, I need 1, 2, 3. And then I need another 1, 2, and 3 right here. So I'm going to put 2 copper cells up here. I'm actually going to put 1 right there. I have an emitter there. Let's put this one here. Yes, that works. And then the other copper side. I was just wondering if I need the backside, but I won't need the backside. And then this one here, we are gonna put, if I place it against that, let's place it one lower. Let's put it right there. Okay. So I'm gonna say it's gonna come from here. Let me get rid of this one. So I'm gonna need, not my relays, I'm gonna need my emitters and my receptors. So I'm gonna send the embers to here, okay? That's gonna tie into here. And then from here, I'm gonna use an emitter on top and go to this one over here. Now these sides all, as far as I know, get the same amount. Oops, sorry. I'm right there. I'm gonna put an emitter here, an emitter there, and then another one. I'm probably gonna have to pillar up a couple more times. I might be able to jump it, and I'm gonna put another one right there, right? So I'm kind of doing the same thing than with the splitter, but this way, you know, once this is charged, to have another 24,000 storage and another 24,000 storage. So I'm hoping that we will have enough embers here for a lifetime. So, but now how are we gonna tie this up? So first, I'm gonna have to tie this receptor to this emitter, right? So now this is gonna be charged. And then I'm gonna just go around and let's say I'm gonna tie this receptor to this emitter. Of course, they all need levers. Don't forget. We'll set those up in a second. I'm gonna tie this one. Did I use this backside? Yes, I'm gonna use this one right there. And then the last one from here, I'm gonna put in the front, right there. And then, of course, I'm gonna have to come up here as well. And I think, whoops, let's come over here. This one is gonna come from up there, so I'm gonna put this one up here. And I'm gonna shift right click it already. And I hope that it remembers that even if I switch the tool. Man, that's a lot of pillaring here. And I'm gonna tie this to that. It worked. Okay, good. And now we can put our levers around it. So we're gonna put a lever right there and turn it on. It doesn't have anything, so you don't see the spark going over here. And then I think the other 3 I'm gonna do from underneath. So right there, on, right there, on. Actually, can I? Does it work with this one? Yeah. Oh, what? I wanted you to go like that, yes. Just so I see them all going the same direction. I kind of like that. And then put this one right there and also turn it on. Okay. And then over here, we're going to be able to split off from these machines right here, but I have to build these first. Or, have to build one of them first. But now, if I turn this on, let's see what happens. Okay, it goes up there. And check it out. Oh, why is this front one? It's possible that they're not getting enough just yet. But once... Yeah, you guys see, it's using it as soon as it comes out. So this one back here probably just has to lower it. So it's filling this one and that one. Did I tie this one together to something? Let me rethink here. So this one goes to the melter and the back one goes to the melter. Oh, I see a problem on the top here. You guys see how it's shooting into the stone? But it doesn't actually go somewhere. Oh man, my FPS is really bad right now. Let's try something here. Let's put a relay right here. Oh, wrong hammer. Wrong hammer. Come from here to there. And then from here to there. Oh, it still goes to... Oh, it does work though. It does go this time. Okay. So I thought that maybe it gets stopped by the blocks. But this seems to charge, right? Let's check real quick if this gets any charge. Yes, it does. Alright, we're gonna put that on the bottom so I can actually see each one of their charge levels. Okay, so now let's see here real quick. I'm still missing... Why is this one not charging? From here to there. And is this... Am I hooking this up on the wrong side? Does it need to be back here maybe? Let's try that. Everything is a little bit of a mystery sometimes. There we go. I see it. I see. I saw it. No, that's the top one. I just thought I saw it. Dang it. Maybe it just can't reach it. Let's go ahead and get rid of this guy for a second. And let's get rid of this as well. I almost feel like I should have these further down. So I don't have these issues with that going into there. If I put it up here, it might be better. Ah, well, let's just do that, guys. Let me set this up real quick differently. I really hope this works now. I moved it down, much more accessible. This one up here, I'm gonna see if it just works first. So let's give them each a try first. So this guy can charge that one, yes. This guy can charge this one, yes. This guy can charge this one, yes. And this one should go over here. Okay, let's turn them all on and see if it works. Okay, I'm guessing that it was just because it was too high up there, and I don't know. But it's really kicking my SPS right now. Well, I'm still at 70, but it's very stuttery for some reason. I don't know if you guys can see that. Alright, but that's fine. Okay, now the next thing is we gotta set up a new machine right here. And that is a Cinder Plinth. This guy by the way, is a bin. I don't know if you guys have seen these before. But let's put an item gauge on this so I can show you what this is. It holds one type of item. Oh, shift right click on there. And then I can put anything in there. For example, these ender receptors. And you guys see it shows me 8 ender receptors. So this is kind of like a barrel. I don't exactly know how many stacks it can hold, but maybe the smart thing here tells us. A simple iron bin capable of holding 1 stack of 1 item. Okay. But this Cinder Plinth here, when we put this on top here, automatically pushes into a bin if it's underneath. And this thing right here, we need to make... Where are we going to put this? I'm going to put it right there. Okay. Let's go ahead and put another... we're going to put you right here. Yes. Okay. And... Hook. Wait. There it is. Hook this. Do that. And get my lever up there. This one is facing all these. So I'm going to face them the same way. And it's charging this up. Okay. Now what this does here is we can also put a hopper on there, which I am going to do. I guess it's not really needed. No, we don't need it. But let's take a stack of stone. Okay. I'm going to put one first. Like that. You right click this and you guys see gets this cool little animation right there. And bam, done. One ash pile. And this is what we're after right here, this ash pile. We're going to need a ton of that. And so I should be able to just click 63 of these, right? Yes. So I got 63 in there, and as long as it is amber, you can also see it on the top, what item is in it. Pretty cool. And all that does is, here, let me show you real quick what the description says. A form of controlled item destruction. Any item can be placed into the upper slot of the block or pumped in using automatic methods. When the plinth is given enough ember power, it will begin to burn the item. So that's what that does. And it's pretty nifty, and we're going to need that because now I have to make, that's why I wanted to set this up over here, because, excuse me, I still have a bunch of this dawn stone here. So I have 2 right there. So let's just make, let me see here real quick. How many of these am I going to need approximately? I want to make all of this. So that's 2, none, 4, none. These are made with the ingots. None. None. 6. I don't need any here. I don't need any there. So 6. Alright, let's see how much these need. Okay, I need 2 per. So that's 6. Where are we here? 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. And you? 21. And how much do you need? None. So I need about 21 of these plates, and I have 2 and 19. What are the odds? That is awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and put these back into the melter here. And this one right there. And I guess I'm going to put the same into this one over here. And then these 2 are going to pump simply straight into here. But I need to put the plate press on here. Like that. Let's go ahead and turn this on. Turn this on. And let's see. Yes, there's already some here. You have the right thing. It should only need 144. There we go. It has more. It made one. Bam. 144 is one. Actually, is 144 an ingot or is 72 an ingot? Oh, I think it showed it right there. 144 is an ingot. Okay. Yes. All right. So 1 ingot is 1 plate. So that's going to save us a lot of materials. And right now it's just a waiting game. I'm going to, keep this going. I'm going to probably go AFK now. Let this continue and then do a bunch of crafting because all these things are easy to craft. The same with these. You guys see, it's all just very simple recipes. And the other thing I'm also going to need to do is make silver plates. What did I need the silver plates for? There was something. I don't remember. Any one of you? No? No? Maybe the batteries? No, I remember I needed silver plates for something. Let me see here real quick. Silver plate? I know there was something I needed silver plate for. Oh yeah, the Cinder Staff. Okay. So I need 2 silver plates, which I cannot make with the hammer recipe either, by the way. I tried that. So I'm going to have to smelt some silver down as well, which I brought with me right there. Anyways, I'll be back once I have everything crafted up, and then we're going to have some fun with tools and armor, and they're really, really cool. I can't wait to play with them. So I did a bunch of smelting here. You guys see, I changed up to ingots because I needed a bunch more copper here. Very shortly for the rest of these things right here. They all need a block of copper and so on. And then I learned that these pumps are dumb, okay? It's not a one-way thing. You guys remember I told you that if you pull out of something and put a tank right next to it, it goes back and forth, right? But it also is that if I pump out of this one, it will pump into this tank and it will pump into this tank as well as into the base. So, but it's actually easily circumvented is if you just set this to output, and this one. So now everything goes into here. Even if I just smelt copper in this one or only in this one, it doesn't go into this one or this one. It straight goes to there. But just keep that in mind. So I should always have this one on. This one I should never toggle off, okay? The only thing I would change is if I want to mix gold and copper, I would turn these 2 on. That's it. This one here should always stay on. But for now, I'm going to leave it like this because that's what I've been using mostly. All right. And over here, I changed this. Underneath the bin, I put a hopper because I need a lot of ash later, and I'm just pumping it in right here. We can put the rest in there. Bada bing, bada bang. And it's very quick. You guys see it needs very little. I think half an ember per block it does. And it comes out quite quickly, as you guys see. So this doesn't take long at all. This is a very nice little setup. But now we're going to play with some tools. Okay, I'm really excited about this. And everything is prepared. We're going to... Let's see here. I want to take this one. There's 5 slots. Yes. We're going to make the Blazing Ray. We're going to make the Cinder Staff. The Clockwork Axe. Clockwork Pickaxe. And a Grand Hammer. Oh, look at this. I love it. Look at the size of this thing. This is amazing. Okay. And it took me a while to figure out how these things... Let's look at all of them. This is the gun. I can't really... Yeah, like this. And this is the staff. This is the axe. This is the pick. It's also huge. I don't know why this cracks me up so much, but this one is my favorite. I love this thing. This is so awesome. And it's also quite big in your face like this. Let's start with the pick real quick, because by default, you can't do anything with these tools. Okay? Because we don't have any power source. So this is like I'm breaking this with my hand. Okay? And for that, there's 2 different power types. Portable power sources. There's the jar and there is the cartridge. Now the jar only holds 1,000. I'm not even gonna make it. The big difference between these two is this one you can have in your inventory anywhere. Okay? But the cartridge, that's what we're gonna make right now, you need to, it doesn't work when it's just in your inventory. You need to have that in the offhand. Okay? While you use that. And I don't think we're gonna be using these that often. You know, for specialized tasks, yes. But other than that, I don't think we will use it that much, so I'm okay with the cartridge. But the other thing is also what we need to do is charge this guy. And for that, I made a copper charger, which goes right over here. I didn't want to put that over here behind the batteries. I wanted this to be right next to our main battery. It looks really cool as well. And I'm probably gonna need a receptor. I have not tried out any of these yet, but put it here. And I got this ready set up over here. Alright, cool. See, I wanted the shortest possible distance, so this charges very fast, and I still have one of these. Perfect. Let's put that on here. Actually, let's put it here. And it's charging quite quickly. So now how this works is you take this, and as far as I know, we just right-click this. Yes, and then you get this particle effect. And now it's charging. Right-click again. Ooh, charge quite fast. Let's see here real quick. Oh, that's nice. It charges very fast. I'm gonna give this a second. Alright, that should be good enough for right now. And actually, there is a trick, isn't there? Is it F? I don't think I have a key anymore to switch my main hand and my offhand. But let's go ahead and start with this one. And I really don't want to do this right here in the area. So let me go down. Oh no, let's not. Otherwise I need to run all the way back up here. Let's just go outside. Let's go outside and look for a little place where we can try out all these tools. Let's see. I don't remember if there was any cave entrances or something like that. But let's just come this way. And I'm also happy to get a little bit out of the flying embers everywhere, because it does seem to make my FPS suffer a bit. Perfect. There's a little hole right over here. And I don't know. There is a left click and a right click on each one of them. And I don't know which one or what does what yet. So left click. Okay, it's just pretty much like an unenchanted diamond pick. And by the way, these do not take durability because it uses the power. Let's see here, 1375. 1370, so 5 per block. Wow, that's a lot. And you cannot enchant these. The other Embers tools here, you can enchant these. They're just like vanilla tools. Like, these are really good, these Dawnstone, for example. They are just like diamond tools. Actually, they're exactly like diamond tools, and fully enchantable and stuff. So let's see what the right click does. Oh! Did it just do 2 in a row, or was that... Let me just tap it once. So it does a 3x3x2 per hit. And the cool thing is, guys, I know that one for a fact, is it insta-mines obsidian. Any block you put in front of this pickaxe is insta-mine. So that is quite something. So I'm definitely gonna... You guys see, by the way, it has a recharge. I totally forgot to mention that. Look in the bottom of the pickaxe. When you left click, there's no recharge. Okay, it just takes 5 embers. But when you right click, you guys see there's a recharge. And so you cannot spam this. You need to wait a second, and then you can go ahead and so on. I think it's very balanced. I'm really liking this. It's quite balanced. So that's the pickaxe. Now let's try out the Clockwork Axe. This is an AoE wood chopper. And I believe it does a 6x6x5 or something like that. So if we left click, it just, does like a regular diamond axe again. And then if I right click this, it does, I think, 5 blocks up. It does 6x6 and 5 up. So this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6. So if I hit the bottom one, we should still have... Oh, it's 5 tall. Okay, yes. So you're just going to have to take my word on that if I would make a big block of wood here or something like that, that it would take that much out. And it doesn't matter if it's just trees, as long as it's any kind of wood. So it should also work on fences and whatnot. All right? So let me just leave this gobbledygook here, and this wood will keep right there. Okay. So that's the axe also. Awesome. I love it. It's really good. I don't think it's as good as the lumber axe from Tinker's, but that is fine. And the other 3 here are weapons, okay? Just left click. You guys see it does 11 attack damage. That's a little bit less than our sword here does, 12.46. So, but it has an... You know what? We should go to the nether. Let me go ahead and go to the nether so we can really play around with these real quick. Actually, guys, before we go to the nether, I figured, why don't we make the armor first so we can also test that fully. And for that, we're gonna have to set up something new first. But before we do that, I wanted to make this research table. I have not been able to find any information on the research table at all. I don't know what it does, what it's for. So let's put that right here. And, oh, is that the thing that is just like a display stand? Yes. That's what that is. Okay. It looks so cute. Tiny. So that is what this is for. I guess it doesn't have any other use. I'm not really sure, though, why you need to make that with an Eye of the Ancient. We had 2 of them. You guys remember? Last episode, I derped it up, and I didn't see that I already had one. That's why I had 2. But I guess this is just like a display stand. Let's see. We can put anything on here. It's quite nice. It looks good, but doesn't have any functionality. So, we need this and that right there. In the middle, you need to have an exchange tablet. Now, I'm going to check here first, because I don't think that there's an exact arrangement you need to have. Where's this other one? There it is. Let's see here real quick. A downstone tablet, decor. Items can be placed on top of the tablet. Yes, I know that. When the table is struck with a beam from a beam cannon. Insufficient ash from the necessary elements for recipe. Okay. It doesn't say anything how far they need to be away. Okay, so I know for some of these recipes, and I explained it to you why. There's only 5 of these you really need. Okay, because there's only 5 different one of these aspectus. And they don't get used. You need to only make 1, and they go on top of these. But there are certain recipes. Okay, how it works is when you let me grab a stack here real quick so you guys can see it. When you go up and look at this, okay? The aspectus is gonna hover above it, and this ash right here is like a fuel for these, okay? You put this in here. You guys see that I put a whole stack in there. But you can only put up to a stack in it, okay? And then that gets used up in this magical process right here, okay? But there is some recipes. Let me get Oops. Ooh. No, don't throw it away. Come back to me. I forgot I did put this. Oh man, I just need to be so careful that I do not right-click with these tools. Alright, let's take this back out. I just wanted this to be charged again. And guys, for the time being, when I'm home, I am just gonna stick with my regular pick because that scares me a lot. Why do I have... Oh yes. Of course, I had 64 plus 2. There we go. Alright, so... and in order to make this, we're gonna make one of these together real quick. And then the other ones are just the same way, okay? You see, it's a stamping recipe with a plate. And it shows you molten iron and an ember shard. Let's go ahead and put the plate back in here. And then, before I pump the iron in here, okay? And that took me forever to figure out how that works. You need to put a shard in here. You guys see that? It just sits in there. And now I need to give it some iron. So let's give it 1 iron. And that should be smelting, and then it should come over here in just a second. And then when it stamps, it will make us this asbestos. I keep saying asbestos. There we go. The iron is coming. And then it should stamp it in just a second, if I didn't mess this up. But I think I got it all right. The end is always a little bit slower. I'm not sure why. Come on. And it takes a while, because I think it's pumping it. It's trying to pump it everywhere. And then it finally ends up here. So there's definitely a way that I could set this probably up a little bit better. And you can go... Why is there 146? 7? What? I only put 1 ingot. Yoo-hoo! Stamperino. Ah, there it happened. Okay. There it is. So there's the iron asbestos. Asbestos. Oh, Sarah's gonna yell at me. Okay, and this one here we put on top of this. And that's it. It just floats there. You just need to make them one time. Now, check it out. When we make anything, for example, this Ashen Fabric that I need to make a bunch of. Unfortunately, it doesn't show you here which one is which. But it looks like from top down, this is iron. Then this one here, I think, is copper. This one is dawnstone. Yes. This one here is probably silver. And then this down here is lead. Yes. So iron, copper, dawn, silver, lead. And you see, it shows you here we need between 12 and 24 ash. Now, when you don't put enough ash, it will go do its thing and fail, and then it pops out on a chemical waste. So I'm pretty sure I'm simply always going to put the higher number in here, okay? But now look at something like this Clemmer Crystal here. That we need to make this lantern here that I want to make for sure, right? Because it's pretty cool. It shows you here you need 64 to 80. So now in order to do that, I'm going to have 2 of these dawnstone asbestos. And I wanted to test here something real quick. If I can put 2 of these shards in here at once. Yes. I hope it only uses 1 at a time. So let's go ahead and cook 2 of these up. And then it should make me 2 of those. So now you need to have 2 of these asbestos on 2 pedestals. And then I can put 64 and 16 ashes. Or you can split it up however you want. But that is the way that you can separate. You can have more than 64 ashes per asbestos to go there. And the only 2 I know that need more is this one for sure, which is the dawnstone. And then there was one more, which... Was it this one? No, this one needs 48 and 40. I thought there was one other one that needed 2. But I don't know what else to craft, so... We need these, yes. We're gonna make those in a second. I need to pick up the diamonds and the coal for that. But yeah, so for right now, I'm just gonna make 2 of these dawnstones. Let's see if that worked. Yes, both of them are in here. And it still shows me there's... 1. This is just the display bug, guys. There's actually none in here. If I leave the chunk now and come back, it's gonna be gone. So it's still quite new, the Embers mod. So we're just gonna have to stick with that. And we put 1 here and 1 there, and I'm gonna get the rest cooked up, and then we'll make our armor. Alright, everything's done here. We got the lead, the copper, the iron, the silver, and 2 dawnstone. And now it's time that we need to make a bunch of this Ashen Fabric right here. Let's see how many I need. 3, 5, 7, 10, 16 of these. And you make 2 per. So I need to do this 8 times. So 8 wool, 16 string, and some of this ash. I gotta get some of that from here. And how it works is that we need to shoot a beam into this from this beam cannon. Now, apparently this one kills also mobs. Anything that's in its laser beam. It does an insane amount of damage from what I understand. Okay? And you, I believe, and that's what we're gonna have to try that here. Where did that? Oh, the hammer's right there. You shift, right-click it, I think, and then right-click it. Whoa. Maybe shift, right-click again. No? Okay, maybe shift, right-click, and right-click. There we go. That's how you make it aim where you want it to aim. So shift, right-click there first, and then there. And this will shoot here. Now, I'm not hooking up this Ember receptor just yet. I want to believe... Actually, let's see here if the book tells us. So I keep saying the book. Why do I always have a problem finding the thing when I need it? Where'd it go? There it is. See? I don't know why. This one item here gives me such a problem. Alright, let's see. It can be aimed. Yada yada. When the cannon is given enough ember power, it will unleash a powerful, highly damaging ray of energy. The ray has a range of about 60 block and is notably used to kickstart energetic alloy recipes at the exchange table. Okay? But that does not tell me... Let's see if I can put that directly on here. No. Alright, let's put it here. As far as I know, is you can... it needs a redstone signal to go, so... Alright, let's just see here. And then this receptor... Put it here, okay. And where is my thingamajig? Right there. Oh, I gotta go the other way. So from here to here. And let's charge this and see if it will shoot or not. I'm so scared right now. I'm gonna ninja this one here for a second. I don't have another one. I don't think I do. No. Okay. I believe it needs 1,000 to operate. So let's see if once it gets to 1,000. Oh man, this is gonna take me forever to do. If it needs to charge to 1,000 every time. But everything is saturated, so it should come straight 1-to-1 all the way to over here. Alright, it did not shoot. That is good. Because it will also kill me. Oh man, I'm so scared. Alright, so let's check it out. So for this we need 24 and 24 on iron and silver. Okay. How am I gonna do that here? Like I said, I'm just always gonna give it the max so I don't waste anything. So we're gonna take 24 on the iron and 24 on the silver, right? Did I do that right? Let's just double check. Iron and silver, yes. And then 4 ashes, a wool, and 2 string. Let's see. Well, I don't know if I need to... It looks like I possibly have to right-click this like that. Put it at the... I have no idea. Let's see. I've never done this. This is all new technology to us. And there it is. Okay. So, let's get out of the way of this and see what happens. The 2,000, it takes a little bit to wind up, I think. Ooh, there it goes. Turn it off. Alright, it used all 2,000. Ah, okay. And that's it. And you guys see the particles from there? What? What the heck? It didn't work. I get an accuracy of 45%. So that means... So that means you gotta figure out the number every time. And check this out. It used all the reagents. Okay, so let's do this again. You go in the middle. To string. What? What's going on? Ah, you gotta... Okay, I gotta try this again. So if I click from the top, it always goes in the middle. Otherwise, you click on the face where you want to put it. Okay, that makes better sense. And let's put another one here. So 45%, that means... Let's see if I can figure this out. There's a difference from 12, okay? So 6 is 50%. So, so I'm gonna say, so if half of this is, so 12, so that would be 18. So it should be either 17 or 19. Okay, let's try that out. Let's just go with 17 and 17. I mean, I don't know how else to figure this out. And I'm sorry, what was it again? It was silver and iron. Okay. So put 17 into here and 17 into here. Okay, let's try this again. What? What just happened? I saw it fire for a second and then nothing happened. Oh, was it because it was not at 1,000 at least? Okay, hold on a second. Let me make sure it gets to 1,000 and then I'm gonna fire it. Why are you teasing me, man? Okay, maybe it needs the full 2,000, so let's wait this out. Alright, it's back at 2,000. This is... What the heck am I doing wrong now? I'm just gonna keep recording all these attempts in case one of them happens. I put 64 in both the iron and the silver. And no idea. So I'm gonna put 64 into this one. 64 in this one. And 64 in this one. Now they all 5. I don't have this last one here. $2,000. Does this make sense to anybody? It's using the empty one, Dawnstone, and the one in the middle there. Oh, guys? Turn off. I think I might know what's going on. Okay, I'm gonna cut out all the bad attempts. Alright, we got this one. I know what's going on now. I'm pretty sure I know what's going on. And that is that these are not close enough. They're too far away. I think that's exactly what's happening. I think they need to go here. I'm pretty sure. Let's try this together here real quick. Bam, bam. Okay. There and there. And that is, I'm pretty sure that's exactly the reason why it didn't work. Because I had this one and that one used most of the time. And then it didn't see anything. That's why it didn't start at all, guys. I'm pretty sure that's exactly it. Alright, get out of here. You go here. I don't really need these. I just want to have them. Because I think it looks nice. So get out of here. Alright, now can I have my stuff back? 4, you there and there. Should I even trust this one here? You know, it did go to that one. I'm pretty sure it works. All right, let's get rid of some stuff real quick. All right, so we're gonna try this again. This time we're gonna put iron. It doesn't matter. The far left one we're gonna leave empty for now. We're gonna put lead. We're gonna put the second dawnstone here and the silver. Okay. And the first time it didn't work, but we said we used 24. So I'm gonna use the same amount again. Because I think it's simply that if you don't want to overpay. So 24 in iron and 24 in silver. 2 string. 1, 2. Guys, I tried this like, I don't even want to say, at least 10, 15 times. And I could never get it until this very last one just now. When I paid attention and I saw that the lasers only went to 2 or 3 of them. Alright, there's 2,000 and go. It's gonna work. There we go. So that works. Now you guys see it's pulling it in from all the different sides. And this one and that one, you guys kind of see it's pulsing. Actually, this one and that one. They're pulsing a little more, right? So that's where it's pulling the ashes from. And let's see if this finally works. Come on. You gotta be kidding me. Accuracy 0%. There's no ash left. What do you mean 0%? Okay, that's a little bit too much guesswork for me. I'm not gonna lie, guys. So I had 24 in both. And it said 0%, so... Now, give me that back on the side. And on the side, I'm gonna run out of string or wool. No, I won't. I got too many spiders dying in the mob farm. Okay, so we had 24, and the minimum it says we need is 12. So let's go halfway, so that is 18. Let's go with 18. 18. And 18. I just hope that this is not different every time I make this cloth. Okay? Because that'd be bananas. So 18 in iron and 18 in silver. And go. Oh my god, this is annoying, guys. I'm sorry, I don't have another word for this. Alright, turn this off. And let's see if it happens this time. It's a cool animation and everything. I really, really like this mod. I really do. It has a few quirks that I hope that are gonna get ironed out. 0%. Alright, bad news, guys. Apparently, I found on the forums a post that is only a month old. And apparently this recipe is broken. It just doesn't work. There is no way you can get it done. So I decided, and that's only about this Ashen Fabric that I was able to find that out. So we cannot make the armor. It really sucks. I would have loved to play with it because you can use these inflictor gems. And then actually, like if you have one on your bar and you step into fire, you get fire protection on this. And then you can surround your Ashen Cloak with up to 7 of these different gems for different damage protection. You can never get rid of it 100%. So, for example, if you have 7 of these inflictor gems saving you from fire around your cloak, it would then make it pretty much that only every 7th tick, every 7th time you take fire damage, you actually take the damage. So if you only have 1, you get damage every 2nd time you take fire damage. That, I hope that makes sense. But anyway, so we can't do that, but I wanted to see if possibly this other recipe here works. If not, then, oh well, we waste a diamond, it's no big deal. But I wanted to see if we can possibly make this Glimmer Lamp, because that would be really neat. And then we're gonna head to the Nether and try out these weapons. Okay, so we got this. And then it says on this Glimmer Crystal that I need 64 and 80. 64 to 80. So that is 70, 80. Okay, so we're gonna put 64 into this one and 16 into this one. And they were both on... Yes, both on the Dawnstone. Okay. Well, let's see if we get lucky and this one works. Whoa, that was quick. It fired super fast. You know, it's possible that only this Ashen Fabric doesn't work. If the other one works at least. If not, that would stink, because I spent a lot of time getting all this set up, and if it doesn't work at all, that would be a bummer, but hey, it happens. The mod is quite new, and it's already quite cool. But I hope it's gonna get ironed out. So come on. Please don't give me another one of these stupid ashen things. Alchemical waste. Do it for me. Do it. Today. Hello. No. Alright guys, that stinks, but it's fine. We're just gonna have to write this off, and maybe in a future update, when it gets fixed, we can revisit this and try it out. But until then, obviously, I'm not gonna waste my time with this anymore. Let me just get the other ash out here, because I don't need that with me. I already have lots of inventory problems. Okay. So that's that, and now we're gonna go to the Nether and try this out. I wanna have this on 3, this on 2, the axe we don't need, and this on 4. That's good enough, and let's just get rid of as much of this stuff as we can. Okay. And this battery I gotta hold in my hands. And the pick, my regular pick, we're gonna do here. Put this on, and now I'm gonna... Oh yes, I did charge this, by the way, in case I forgot it. So it's didn't mention it. It's completely charged. And I'll see you guys in the Nether. I'm gonna have to try out how I can get myself a bunch of these guys in the same area. Let me make a hole right here. Let's see. Right click. Alright, that's too deep. And that should be good enough. So let's start with the blazing ray. Okay. That is so cool. Okay, right click. I'm going to show you guys right click first, because I won't be using it much. But you charge it up. You guys see that? And then when I let go, it shoots a laser ray. This is supposed to be the more accurate version. They don't want to fall into the hole. That's going to be a problem. Can you guys fall in the hole? No? Alright. Alright, switch to the hammer. Just left click. Just hits them once. Normal, right? But right click does an AoE damage. And of course, you guys see, left click doesn't need any recharging, but right click does. And it does more damage as well. So right click is an AoE attack. It does, I'm not sure how many hearts. I think left click does about 3.5 hearts, and right click like 5-ish to 6-ish hearts. And of course, it takes some of your charge there. But let me show you here. The right click you guys saw, it's supposed to be more accurate, but wait, left click doesn't work at all with this anymore. Oh, that must have been changed. So just tap it. I think it goes further and is more accurate. So it's just like drawing a bow, I guess. Okay. That's a lot of work to not be able to two-shot a mob. Okay, bam. 2, 3. 3. This was the third one. That was the guy that was coming behind the house. Okay, not impressed right now. Alright, this one definitely. The hammer is good. Especially this right-click panic button, I'm gonna call it, okay? It's not too bad. And now, let's show you the Cinder Staff. I think that is the one left-click. No, it doesn't do anything either. You gotta right-click and you charge up a big ball. You guys see that? And then when you let go, well, this one-shot the guy. One. Let me see here real quick. Let me get close how much... It had 4 hearts left, so I think zombie pigmen have 8 hearts when they start, don't they? Let's see if these guys are mad over here at me. So that has changed from what I have seen before. How are you guys? Good? No, they have 10 hearts, so it looks like one of these big balls did 6 hearts. Which is honestly not impressive either for having to run around with a charge. That really stinks. I was looking so forward to these tools. I guess the pickaxe isn't bad. Bam. And this hammer. I mean, the hammer is good. The right click action, of course. And the left click isn't bad either. I think I'm gonna keep that one around for sure. The pickaxe is pretty cool too. Let's try this out real quick on this. Left click. I just want to see if it destroys it or mines it. It destroyed it. Okay. Let's find another cobalt. Are you mad at me? You sure are. Yeah, I should probably eat something. I want to find... Oh, is that cobalt or... Yes, it is. Alright, so let's go ahead and right-click this. It doesn't break it. It does break obsidian instantly. Interesting, but not cobalt. It must be a... Probably because it is not mining level obsidian. That makes sense. This guy, I'm very underwhelmed. It's very accurate. I have to say that. But, you know, you can get a bow with good enchants that does more damage than this. But anyways, guys, today was a little bit different. Sarah is getting a system, operating system upgrade. So she was not able to join us in today's episode. But hopefully next episode, I'm going to be able to start her back up and see what the changes were on her operating system and so on. I heard that she's getting a new voice module as well, so we'll see how that works out. And otherwise, I think we are done with Embers, because ore processing, there's definitely easier ways to do, just with the smeltery, for example. And unfortunately, I can't do the armor, and the tools, we have them now. I mean, the only thing I need is to every once in a while charge this, what is it called, battery? I want to check what it's called again. First one is a jar, and this is a cartridge. Okay, get some. So this hammer is awesome. I love this hammer. This is really good. That I can say this is well balanced because you cannot spam the right mouse button. But the other ones, don't care much for them. I hope you enjoyed the episode regardless, and looking forward to the next one. And I'll catch you then. I don't know why I'm still killing these. They're probably gonna own me now. But until then, take care, stay safe. And bye-bye. No. Really? Did I just fall in the hole? Oh my god. Half a heart. Half a heart. No. Oh my god. Look at the armada behind me. How am I gonna get out of this? No. Oh.